flight leaves in like 2 hours, so we have plenty of time. So we got Starbucks pumpkin cold brew and some sandwiches.
We have a little croissant.
Wow. Chris's parents are also going on the same flight as us, but we have no idea where they are. They're somewhere around here, probably.
Eventually, we found Chris's parents at these massage chairs by the gate, and next thing you know, it was already time to board. We had a direct flight from Seattle to Seoul, which was awesome. Chris didn't end up sleeping at all. He mainly played with music stuff, but of course, I took naps while binge watching Dated and Related, which was actually pretty good. It was pretty wholesome. So we just got our cash. We got a T-Money card. We got a bus ticket. So now we're waiting at the bus station.
If you're trying to withdraw cash using a credit card, you have to use the ATM that says
Global.
Yeah,
It has to have an option that says foreign card. That's our bus. Chris is eating the sando. Hello, so we are in our Airbnb. We basically got on the bus. It was pretty much a straight shot. We were probably in the bus for an hour-ish. There was some traffic on the road. Then that, it was like a 3-minute walk from the bus to get to the Airbnb. I just changed my outfit really quick and we're gonna go just walk around and grab a bite to eat.
poop camera.
Cake stew.
Oh dang, oh dang, oh dang. Okay, so we just had Korean fried chicken, the yangnam chicken. I'm gonna give that a 6.5 out of 10.
So after we finished eating, we walked around Hongdae for a bit. I liked how lively it was for a Tuesday night. Had a lot of shopping, food, people performing, arcades, people singing karaoke. Then after that, we decided to go back to our Airbnb and sleep early since we were pretty tired from the flight and all the travel. The next morning, we woke up pretty early since we were still jet lagged and just walked around a bit. So this is Hongdae, bright and early. It actually got pretty hot in the morning.
It's like pretty warm outside. It says 60 degrees, but I think at 9. Anyway, we're at this like random park in I think gopchang, and it's only 8:30.
Cafe on this trip.
Yeah,
Hitting up all the cafes. All the cafes.
Anyway, okay, bye.
We decided to cafe hop for a bit. Our first stop was Anthracite Coffee, which the coffee was really good, and it had a little industrial vibe there, and we were pretty much the first people there. Then we went to Urban Plant, which, you guessed it, had a ton of plants everywhere. I'm always so envious with how big these plants grow because mine at home are always on the verge of dying. We got some food and some more coffee and just chilled a little bit before walking around some more because we had a tattoo appointment later that day to go to. We stopped by some stores in Hongdae, like Aland, and the Nike store where you can customize some products. So Chris decided to customize his Air Force Ones to say Kiba, which was pretty cute. Then it was time to head to our tattoo appointment. I love the idea of getting tattoos as souvenirs, and Korea has amazing tattoo artists. So I wanted something minimalist this time and got an ornamental piece on my wrist and an initial on my arm. The shop was super cute and played Korean R&B the entire time, which was lovely. On the way back to our Airbnb, we got some cold noodles and dumplings that we ate in our Airbnb. Our Airbnb was super convenient, like really close to everything, all the shopping, all the places that we've been showing so far have been walkable, and also really close to the bus and subway, but it was not the cutest, so I didn't really show too much of the Airbnb. Eventually, we bussed our way over to the Han River, which was one of the things I really wanted to do most while in Korea.
Yay, we made it. We are on river, and just waiting for a light show to begin.
I was hoping to catch the light show they do at the bridge from April to October, but unfortunately these light shows get canceled often, and this happened to be one of those nights.
Yes.
I've been out of my head, can't get out of bed.
It was still a super cool place to hang out though, and we got some barbecue from a cart and headed back home.
It's like I'm losing my mind, and time's hard to find.
It is Friday and we are gonna go to get some breakfast right now, walk around. We're gonna go get our Botox done. Apparently here it's like really cheap, it's like 20 bucks. But yeah, look at my tattoo. So we got our tattoos done yesterday. Okay, so originally I was thinking we'd do a lot of walking today, but since it looks like it's gonna be super hot outside, I think instead we'll do like a cafe day, like just do a lot of cafe hopping. Yeah, but it's like sunny and 90 degrees today, which is gonna be crazy. And tomorrow we are meeting up with 2 of our friends, and then in the morning we'll probably do like the walking around and stuff.
Our appointment was at like 10 or 11 a.m., so we wanted to walk around and grab something to eat beforehand. We stopped by one of these photo booths and got our photos taken on the way. These places are everywhere. They have different themes. They're open 24/7. And they also have these hairstyling tools and different props that you can use to get ready and take photos with. So here we are taking our photos. Chris was pretty obsessed with this eggplant hat, and you can customize them as well. Afterwards, we got these really yummy egg sandwiches from Egg Drop, and then we had our first ever Botox appointment.
I take it one day.
On the walk back, we stopped by a few places, the first one being the Cacao Friend store, which was 3 floors of random cute stuff. Since we were going to travel throughout the country, we only packed 2 carry-ons, so unfortunately we couldn't buy as much stuff as we wanted to. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten a few things here. On the top level of the Cacao Friend store, they had this cafe that was really cool, had cool seating areas and lots of beautiful pastries, which I didn't get because we were going to go cafe hopping anyway. So here we are leaving the store and got to get that photo op. Yeah. And then the next place we stopped by, which was like kind of next door, was Olive Young, which is Korea's Sephora, Ulta. I basically just picked up an eyeshadow palette for myself and a few face masks for some gifts for people. Then we went cafe hopping. First stop with this Instagram popular Cream Cafe, which means drawing cafe. Everything's supposed to look like a 2-day drawing. The food was actually pretty good considering it's a touristy place. We got a cheesecake and a black sesame latte and kind of people watched taking photos there. Then we walked over to Jamjam Cafe, which is somewhat nearby, and got some pasta to share. We also got these fruit-aid drinks, which are really popular here, and it was super refreshing considering the 80-degree weather.
파란 하늘에 핑크빛 구름 네 손에 날개 줄 chocolate I'm feeling so good 눈에 보이는
Then we decided we wanted to pet some sheep and eat bingsu, so we stopped by Thanks Nature Cafe and pet some sheep.
다가와서 화가 나줄 때 충전되는 이 느낌
Then we took the bus over to Banpo Bridge Park again and caught the sunset this time. This was on a Friday, so I think it was really cool to see all the locals camping out with their elaborate picnic setups and enjoying the sunset together. We ended up stopping by a convenience store nearby and picking up our own picnic mat and getting some chapaghetti to eat by the river.
누구 건지 모를 promise when we'll never let go 헤어지기가 아쉬운 나날들
Today is our last full day in Seoul for now, at least at this Airbnb. We're gonna come back in like a week or 2. But anyway, on Sunday we are going to Daegu to see Chris's family for Chuseok. We're gonna meet up with his mom. His mom actually
came with us to Seoul, but she went straight to Daegu and we spent a few days here. Today, we are going to meet up with some friends. One of my roommates from when I lived in South Carolina is actually visiting her family here. Yeah, I haven't seen her probably since we've moved out, like 2014 maybe, 2013. Then we are going to meet up with one of Chris's friends. They took some college classes together at Yonsei a few years ago, like a while back. In the meantime, in the morning, what we're going to do is once our laundry is finished, we're going to hang it to dry, and then we are going to go to take a bus. Let me show you what we're going to do today. So we are going to go to here, but now it's been converted into a park. And then we're going to go to Gwangjang Market, another conference store. We're going to check out the Dongdaemun Design Plaza. It was designed by Zaha Hadid, a world-renowned architect. What is Chris doing?
Trying to go Super Saiyan! This is our neighborhood.
In the morning, the neighborhood is really quiet and peaceful. We walked down to the bus stop and went to Cheonggyecheon, which is a stream that at one point was a highway and was later redeveloped to be this urban green space throughout the city. We had a nice, long, peaceful walk along the stream, and it was really cool to see how it changed from one end to the other. There's like these really cute pathways that you could cross as well. So we got up and went to Gwangjang Market, which has a lot of different food stalls, though a lot of them were closed because of the Chuseok holiday. We got 2 different meals. We got some cold noodles at one, and then we got some dumplings at another.
I got complimented on my Korean just now. And she was like, dang, your Korean's really good. I was like, well, thank you. First compliment.
Then we made our way over to Dongdaemun Design Plaza, which is actually where Korea hosts its fashion week. It was also designed by world-renowned architect Zaha Hadid, so it was pretty cool to walk around. Then we went to ikseon-dong, which has these really cute narrow alleys full of shops, coffees, and restaurants. We stopped by this one cafe that also doubled as a flower shop and got a few beverages. We did some shopping, then went over to this popular dessert cafe called cheongsudang to meet up with my old roommate Minji. We then walked around a bit more, took some photo booth pics, and eventually met up with Chris's friend too, where we all ate gopchang together. These are intestines and they are super fatty but really good. And of course we had to end the day with a cafe. Cafes here open really late, but they also close really late, which I guess is a good thing.
Okay, we're going to Daegu now. We're at Seoul Station.
This was our last day in Seoul for the time being, since we were going to head to Daegu, Busan, and Jeju, which you'll see in one of our next vlogs. We arrived pretty early to Seoul Station because, you know, travel anxiety. Seoul Station had a lot of restaurants and shops inside. We stopped by Center Coffee for an initial coffee, then got some lunch at the food court. We got another coffee at Center Coffee, and then it was time to board the train. Since it was Chuseok weekend, it was initially harder to get these train tickets than it would have been originally, but Chris's aunt managed to get us these tickets. Interesting enough though, the train felt pretty empty and no one checked our tickets. The train ride went by pretty fast though. It was really cool to see the country change from city to farmland, and it took about a little over 2 hours or so. If we had taken the bus, it would have been over 5 hours. But yeah, next thing you know, we were in Daegu. And I'm going to stop the vlog here and we will share more next time.